Was it a mistake not to pursue Lamar Jackson?
Was it a mistake to not pursue? You're asking me. I'll give him. Yeah. I don't. I don't think so. I mean, I think that. I mean, it's easy to say yes. Looking given his year, he's obviously an incredible player. We did not have the cap space. I think the coaching staff felt, coaching personnel, all of us felt collectively, but certainly Coach and Terry, that we felt we had an answer in Ritter, a younger player without that kind of contract that would have kept us from actually building the team we wanted to build. What's happened to us too often in the past, Josh, and you've seen this, and many people in this room can remember players that we've drafted well, brought them along, got to year 4, year 5, we had to let them go because we didn't have the cap space. It's not a question of cash; didn't have the cap space, so we had to let players go. That's not a good formula. We want to be able to raise our own children and keep our own children as best we can. So I think the result of that thinking was that let's stay the course. Let's continue to pursue the vision that we have now. Continue to build a roster, build this foundation offensively and defensively, and go from there. It's not a criticism of Lamar. You can debate whether or not he would have really been available or not. Who knows whether they would have matched whatever offers are on the table. I don't know that. I'm not sure, but certainly a great player for sure. Had a great year.
Well, we're in cap rehab, and we were coming out of cap rehab, and we felt good about where the cap rehab was going. I think anytime you talk about, and I don't like to talk about specific players on other teams, that does tend to get you in a little trouble. But anytime you're dealing with a restricted free agent, which is that's what a tender does, you have to also decide, is there a chance this player is going to come or not? Because ultimately you don't get to make that decision, the home team does. And so I would say in players like the one you described, I think the internal answer was no. And so I've been down that path. I did a restricted free agent one of my first years in the league, did Neil O'Donnell, knew we had him. We were so excited. We were ready for the press conference, and I think at 11:58, they matched the offer, and the Steelers kept him. So I think that discussion was had, but I would say that I think that was what the answer was.